Well, Dejan, how's it going?
Hey, good man. Thailand is great for preseason. This is my first preseason here, so it's really nice. 35 degrees, sunny, facility is great, so it's really nice to be back on football pitch, and especially here where it's really warm.
Yeah, so what's the situation been like in Hong Kong? You've not played, is it since December?
In this moment, now is better, getting better. But when we were there last couple of months, it was really crazy. They stopped the league, they stopped life totally in Hong Kong. Officially, before 2 weeks, they canceled the season totally. So we play for nothing, and this year will be just cancel for everything for ACL, and then from next year, from August, we're gonna start, and then until when May we're gonna finish, and then champion of next year will play ACL in August. They told us like next year August is gonna be ACL, so it's okay. Really strange situation, but what we can do now is getting better. They lose the measures a little bit. They cut the quarantine on for 7 days. They lift the bans for all the big countries, companies, UK, America, Canada, or some, like 9 countries. So I think they're resuming with life. I
I
hope so.
see.
It's gonna be for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys were in good form as well before. I think it was 4 games unbeaten as well. It must have been a
Yeah,
bit,
but
bit
everything was okay.
frustrating.
Our team is great, and we in this season we get couple of local foreigners. They get the passport, so we have really good squad for Hong Kong League for sure, and probably we we would be again champions. But like I said, the league is cancelled, so 2 months without the trainings and everything. So let's see how our squad can prepare for this ACL. 2 months without anything, without any trainings, without any ball contact. It's really strange. I don't know how to explain. I'm playing football all my life, but this is first time in my life that I didn't have training at all, without any possibility or some option to do something else. Nothing. Just jogging next to the sea. That's all. So it's really strange. So our squad is good. We were built to do something in league and ACL, but now after 2 months of holidays, it's gonna
Yeah.
be totally different.
But you played a friendly yesterday. That's the 22nd of March. Big win as well. Well, that must have felt good to finally get back out there on the grass and play. Oh, it's a friendly, but to get out there and play a game
Yeah.
of football.
Yes. Better something than nothing, of course. And like I said, a long time we didn't have any kind of training, and then we came here 11, and then honestly, I must tell you that we were doing really really strong last 10 days, double sessions every day. We tried to just wake up the bodies, and plus to do some physical training, and it was much harder because here is really hot, like I said. So uh, first game was okay. Opponent really good in this part of the preseason. We run good, we won. Every ball feeling is coming back for everyone, so we are satisfied. And the most important, nobody get injured. We are. I hope so. We are still healthy all, and I hope so that it's gonna be like this until the April 16 when we have first game.
Yeah, so you got plenty of time then to build up your match fitness and that kind of thing. So you've
Yeah.
got lots of games, lots of different teams as well. So some sort of really good teams there. That would be a good test for you.
Yes, we try to make to organize a couple of games, strong opponents from Thailand, and to play on this weather, this kind of pitches, really really soft pitches, because here in one day it can be like sunny, rainy, thunders, and then 40 degrees, and then humid, and then again sun. It's like crazy. So we are trying to adapt, and we organize already 5-6 games until the 13. I think 13 we're gonna move in Buriram, where we're gonna stay during this ACL campaign. So I hope so everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
To put our physical condition is, I think, easier part. Easier part. Let's see how we're gonna do that when we need to get the ball feeling, tactical. This how say self confidence to how say be ready to come back in game shape. Training, we're gonna improve in a couple of days or maybe 1 or 2 weeks. We're gonna be physically ready for sure, just to see how ball will listen and how we can compete against really strong opponents, especially when you compare to us.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you think about the draw, the group. Obviously, you got Chiang Rai United. They won the Thai FA Cup. Shanghai Port, obviously, they finished second in the CSL. Vissel Kobe, they finished third in J League. What do you think about the draw? Obviously, it's quite a tough draw, but you showed last year you came so close last time that anything's possible.
I must tell you, I must be satisfied when I'm looking on other groups. I cannot say that we have luck, but it's okay. We could get much worse opponents, especially we don't have Korean opponent. You know how much I respect K League and the Korean teams, so it's good for us that we avoid again K League teams. And Chiang Rai is one of the best team, but not the best team in Thailand. Kobe, what I can say about Kobe and their squad, they started really, really bad, and they are now shaky, but still they are the great team, and I've probably even, probably for sure they're going to be number one in our group. But Shanghai, what I can say about Shanghai, when I don't know situation in China, with who they're going to come, if they're going to bring any foreigners, any Chinese national team players, or they're going to again send the kids because of really, really tough situation now in China with COVID. They're saying now they have COVID there. So, still that third opponent, sorry, or fourth, whatever how you look, is not 100% sure in what squad they're going to come. So let's see. But I'm sure that we must be satisfied. And then if we get ready and we stay all healthy, I'm positive. Again, we can do good things, and I know what my team can do. I know what a couple of us foreigners can do. So we just need to prepare well and stay healthy. And I'm sure we're gonna again be really nice surprise for ACL.
Yeah, you used the word avoid there when talking about the K League teams. Was that something that you wanted to do? You wanted to avoid them, or was it you were looking forward to maybe meeting a K League team in the ACL?
When draw happened, I was checking, and you cannot expect that you're gonna avoid K League teams when you have 4 teams in 5 groups. It's almost impossible, but we were that lucky. If I can avoid K League teams, I will. I know how they are looking on ACL, and I know which teams are playing in ACL. So honestly, they are a much higher level than us, and for sure we will fight. And maybe we could do some good things, but it's much harder play against Koreans, my Koreans. So
yeah,
when I saw that we avoid them, I must tell you that I was happy. And even when they are not now performing, some teams in K League, like everybody expecting, for sure when the ACL come, they're going to be totally different opponent, especially when they're playing against other teams from other parts of Asia. I still think that K League is the toughest one, so they will show the real power that games, and I'm happy that we avoid again K League.
Yeah, well, obviously the aim for the team will be to get out of the group. That's obviously the aim. Do better than last year. But for you, obviously, last year it was all about the record, the goal record. But you did that. You've got that now. What are your thoughts heading into it? Can you play with a bit more freedom, less pressure? What's your mindset?
But you know how this goes. We are coming like underdogs, and we cannot say that we are expecting to go second round. But for sure, we are not expecting to be the last one. And everything what we did last year to destroy now in this campaign. So we're gonna try to be again some nice surprise and nice story for ACL. I know what we can do. It's really hard situation for us because we didn't play a lot of games, but last year we show we can. Last year we showed that we can be really tough opponent if you don't take us seriously, or you think it's gonna be easy game, or you play bad and we have our day. So we did great thing, and I think a lot of things will be decided after the first game. not everything, but we're gonna have like clear picture where we can aim for this ACL campaign. We have first game against Chiang Rai. What I think everybody knows is gonna be the game for the second place if Chinese team coming with the kids. So we must be realistic. That game will show us, can we do that? Can we repeat a great campaign, or we're gonna try just to make some surprise? So we are preparing for this first game, and then we're gonna have clear picture what we can do. Group is okay, not the weakest one, not the strongest one. So we can believe that we can repeat something like last year and make 10 plus points. Maybe this time is going to be enough to pass the group stage, because this year is going to be less small teams. I can say small teams, or less attractive teams. So it's going to be maybe 10, 11 points for sure is going to be enough to be in top 3 second places. So we are dreaming. Of course, I didn't come here, and I'm not training on 40 degrees every day, twice a day, just to go there and go out on the pitch. I will try. We are dreaming that we can make a miracle and make one more good campaign and maybe pass to second round. What will be the equal if somebody like we won Champions League.
Yeah, and obviously, as you said there, with the best placed third teams, obviously it will come down to goal difference or goals scored, and that's good, because it's going to encourage you to try and play attacking football, try and score more goals, and it should create more open games.
We are we must be realistic. Our games are Chiang Rai and Shanghai. Kobe, we're gonna try to compete and try to see where we are. When you compare Hong Kong champion with Kobe, one of the best team last year in Japan. So we're gonna focus on these 4 games where we are aiming and we are believing that we can take some points. And that's something what is priority for us. And I'm sure that this year goal difference will not decide like last year. That I'm sure, because last year every team, every group had Philippine or Chinese kids. I all due respect to Chinese young players. They fight as much as possible and they give their best, but it's huge difference when you are playing on that level with the young players from youth. So you cannot expect them to do unbelievable things, but they fight until last second. So in every group, first 2 top teams, they had 12 points directly because they beat these 2 teams easily. So now this year is not going to be like this. There is not a lot of small teams, and so for sure I'm sure that if we can repeat some games like last year and to take some similar points like last year is going to be enough, not to chase some goal difference. But for sure some games we need to try to be more offensive and we need to try to score some goals, because in the end we cannot win the game if you cannot score goal. We cannot expect every game to be 0-0. So I'm dreaming. I'm this guy. Me, and everybody who play with me and who play against me, they know my character. I'm not coming here on holiday, and I'm gonna try to make this possible and make this happen.
Yeah. From obviously we don't know, like you just said, what will happen with the Chinese teams, but who do you think is the favorite? It's obviously very early. It's the group stage, but the early favorites to win the whole thing, who, at least from the east side.
Let's look realistically. Still, I didn't hear all the rules from AFC. Corona is something what is still here, and in Thailand, I'm not saying there is a lot of Corona cases, but they are, and I don't know how AFC is gonna treat these positive cases. Even if you have 2 or 3 vaccines, still you can get this. COVID Omicron. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to call this COVID anymore. So we must see how this will go. Many things will be totally different if you play with the best 11 or you play without a couple of players. So many surprise can happen. Like I said, I don't know AFC what they did with that kind of rules. In case he's positive, 2 weeks or 5 days or 4 days, or how they're gonna treat that cases, because everybody knows Omicron is really light virus, but still these kind of things can decide a lot this group stage, especially here in Thailand, because we have 3 groups here. I think 3 groups. here in Thailand.
I think so. Yeah,
3.
I
So
think so.
Let's see first after the group stage. Of course, I'm sure that Jeonbuk and Ulsan will qualify from the groups, and they will be like toughest opponents for everyone. Kawasaki is there. Let's see. I don't know, man. Others, everybody last year, even Gamba had problems. They didn't qualify from the group stage, even in that kind of group with Thailand and Chinese team. It can be really tough for everyone if COVID, if somebody get COVID in the team. So let's see. I'm sure that Jeonbuk, Ulsan, Kawasaki, they are the best teams here, and they are aiming probably to go to the final. So let's see. Others, we're gonna just fight, believe, dream, and wait for some opportunity if it comes to grab it and to make some great result.
Yeah. What do you think about obviously your ex team there, Daegu? They've got a quite a tough group, but obviously they've now lost Edgar as well. Obviously he's injured. It's obviously a very big blow for them. How far do you think they can go?
My Daegu, great year there, and great guys. And I'm really sorry what's happened with Edgar. This is the second time this injury on second leg. It's really tough for him, he's a great guy and big professional, and I'm sure he will overcome this situation. Of course, it's not easy. It's long break, long recovery, but I know his character and his mentality. He will be back. I'm sorry what this happened now to Daegu is the worst moment for them, but I'm reading that they are looking for some replacement, and if they want to do something in ACL, for sure they need to bring one more foreigner. Cecilia is everybody knows Cecilia and what I think, and everybody what Cecilia is one of the best players in Asia, but don't think that that's going to be enough for ACL. 6 games in 18 days, in 16 days. It's really hard, and you cannot expect that one guy can take the team all the way. You saw how many problems they have now with Buriram, so tough group. They didn't start the best, but generally Daegu is always slow starter. Always they are in the beginning a little bit clumsy, but later they are improving the form, and I think they can do well. I hope so. This replacement can replace Edgar in the same. With same quality, but let's see. Daegu is in really tough moment, and let's see how they're gonna do. But I'm sure they're gonna be hard opponent for everyone.
Yeah, we spoke about the sort of new ACL format last year.
Yeah.
It's a bit different this year, but kind of the same, but different because the final will be next year. What do you think about these changes?
What I can tell you about this, I'm really it's really strange for everyone. But yeah, I must say that I really understand situation because this COVID happened here now in Korea. Now here is worse. In Korea is better, and then in Japan is worse. Now West side better. It's like Corona is not choosing the country, and it's really hard to control that. And they are trying to make this neutral venue and neutral time for everyone. Try to fit for everyone. It's not easy, so it's really strange. But what we can do? It's better we are playing than nothing. So everybody, it's first for me. It's really strange that I cannot play home away. That's something what makes everybody happy to play at their home in front of their state fans, and especially for smaller teams and smaller countries in Asia. That's a holiday for them to be becoming one of the best teams in Asia. So I'm trying still to adapt on these things that I cannot play home away normally. Then we need still to be in bubble. So I know it's strange. I know it's everything really, twisted. But I'm happy that I'm just playing ACL now. We need to be satisfied with these kind of things.
Yeah. So obviously you talked about how your team is geared up to do great things at home, great things in ACL as well. Are there any players in your team that maybe some fans might not know too much about that might surprise people?
First, everybody knows that I'm sure we are the oldest team in ACL. Hong Kong, he still have this. We have a lot of foreigners, locals, but we are, the oldest team in ACL. So I think we have a lot of quality. But when you have old team, like I said, we are an experienced team, and everybody can surprise. Maybe we are not runners like K-League teams or some other young boys, but we can do well. These players, they have a lot of quality, but we have a lot of years, and we are really experienced and well trained and well known team. They play together for a long time. Just a couple of us joined there, so we have a couple of young boys who can surprise. We have good wingers, left and right side, and I'm expecting a lot from them, especially in our system. They need to help me a lot in this transition and defense, offense, back and forth. It's not easy to do that, but we have really good young, physically and tactically and technically really good players, and I think I'm sure that some of them will be really interesting after the ACL for some much higher and much stronger league. But let's see. Like I said, many things will be this will decide Corona and cases in the team. So I'm sure everybody will have problem. I just hope so we will not have a lot.
Yeah. Well, one final question on ACL. Obviously, you said you're not going there for a holiday. You are going there to sort of compete and be serious. But would you be looking to swap shirts with any of the players from the other teams? Iniesta, maybe?
Honestly, Iniesta, what I can say about Iniesta, everybody knows him. So my jersey switches will be with Makino, one of the guys from Murava. Now he's in Kobe, and I have a lot of respect for him. And he's having great career and a lot of good things he did with Murava. And I always like his style of football. And we play against each other many times. So probably that's one guy with who I'm gonna change the jersey. Everything else we're gonna see after the game. The most important, we perform well later for the jersey switch. Always I'm open, but if I can choose, I will choose Makino, one of my favorite Japanese players.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Dejan, well, mate, good luck in ACL, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
We're gonna need it. Thanks, we're gonna need it.